Just to sit in a dark room with all the lights off, no sound, knowing that there is the spirit of a child there it's frightening. It's also just kind of curious.
Well, it's October, so that means spooky season is here, and CBS 21 is taking you to hallowed grounds in a three-part paranormal investigation called The Ghost of Gettysburg. Now, this week's episode takes you to the battlefield at what used to be a field hospital to meet a spirit named Elizabeth. CBS 21's digital producer Grace Miller was a part of this paranormal investigation. She joins us this morning to share her experience. So Grace, first things first, why did you want to do this?
That's a fair question, Andrew. I've always been interested in the paranormal, in the world of ghosts. Interested, but very scared. So, especially with Halloween coming up, it felt seasonal. But then we're, in such close proximity to Gettysburg, which is known to be rich with history and also one of the most haunted places in America. So we kind of figured, why not?
What was the mindset going in? I know me personally might have been a little skeptical. What did they tell you? What were you feeling? Like, what was it like when you first got there that day?
Yeah, I really had no clue what to expect. And I think it takes a kind of vulnerability to walk into a dark house and, that you're being told is haunted and you're trying to make contact with something in there. It was kind of like rejection therapy in a sense. You're kind of just speaking questions out loud and hoping to get an answer. But what I did, the advice I got from our ghost hunting tour guide there, Dominic with Gettysburg Ghost Tour, is just that you really shouldn't have any expectation. You should just kind of let things come to you, not go in thinking you're going to be disappointed if you don't hear from anything, because sometimes it does take months for people to make contact. But luckily for us, I do think that we made contact just our first visit. So it's definitely something I encourage people to check out.
Do you think the no expectations made it easier? I don't know how much time we have. I'm really curious. Do you think it made it easier for you to connect with the spirit?
Did you
connect with the spirit?
I do. It's hard to say, but I do think that we made connection with Elizabeth, that child, that who you'll see in that video, well, who you'll hear from in that video. But certainly, I think you just have to be open to the possibility and not looking too hard for anything. Just let it come to you.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for joining us. We'll speak with you again in a little while. You can watch that full episode with Grace, our reporter Yasmine Cowan, and meteorologist Ed Russo on our YouTube channel. Just search CBS 21 Ghosts of Gettysburg, and be sure to tune in next week for the next episode.
Just to sit in a dark room with all the lights off, no sound, knowing that there is the spirit of a child there it's frightening. It's also just kind of curious.
Halloween is just around the corner, and CBS 21 is taking you to hallowed grounds in a three-part paranormal investigation called Ghosts of Gettysburg. This week's episode takes you to the battlefield at what used to be a field hospital to meet a spirit named Elizabeth. So this is CBS 21's digital producer, Grace Miller here. She was on that trip. Tell us a little bit about it, Grace. What was it like in there at that time? A little spooky, scary in Gettysburg, one of the haunted places we have here in Central PA.
Yeah, that's right, Andrew. Like you said, it was a field hospital back in the Battle of Gettysburg, and our tour guide / extreme ghost hunter with the Gettysburg Ghost Tours, who led that group, told us that it had been used as a field hospital for both Confederate and Union soldiers. So that's one of the things we learned. And of course, to do amputations there. So you can kind of just imagine how, the gruesome details of that battle kind of lend itself to paranormal activity. So we really didn't know what to expect as we were walking in.
Okay, so this is the million-dollar question to me, because I don't know how much I believe in ghosts being real. How would you convince somebody that the experience you had was 100% real, it was authentic? How would you convince? How would you convince me?
That's a hard question to answer, Andrew. And I think that if you're a skeptic, you just have to go and try it for yourself or go and watch the whole video, of course. I have no question that what we experienced was real. I'll tell you that much. But other than that, you kind of just have to trust and have, no expectations, like I said before. So it's just kind of a matter of seeing what happens.
Yeah, probably one of those things you gotta be feeling that energy.
Yeah.
What's next? Really quick, what's next for the Ghost of
Yes,
Gettysburg?
so we're going to have a few more videos come out. One I know will touch more on the history of Gettysburg. We talked to a really great guide about the Dobbin House. And then we will also have another video featuring a different ghost hunt at a separate location. I don't want to spoil too much for you there.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Can't wait to see those next few parts. If you want to watch the full episode with Grace, our reporter Yasmine Cowan, and meteorologist Ed Russo, you can. It's on our YouTube channel. Just search CBS 21 Ghosts of Gettysburg, and be sure to tune in next week for the next episode.